All right, hello guys. My name is Branden Francois, and I'm gonna talk to you about the ethics of modern royalty payments. First, before I get into that, let me go ahead and give you an overview of what a royalty payment is. So, pretty much, the royalty payments are pretty much payments that people get, celebrities get over and over. Like, for instance, if their music and song gets played in the radio, they get paid and paid for every time that's been played. So here we go, our ethical argument. While the previous generation of music executive artists bask in billions of dollars, which came from annual revenue and recording sales in the industry, industry nowadays have fallen of the music privacy. So in other words, since the peer-to-peer of service like a Napster and all these big high-end things, computer that they have downloading music like Pandora we have now. Well, back in the day, in Napster 99, millions of people worldwide have actively been taking part of unethical act of file sharing rather than investing their own money in stores such as purchasing music illegally. So, with succeeding in induction of a similar peer-to-peer service such as BeerShare and Kazaa, it became apparent that this new medium obtaining music for free was going nowhere. Additionally, the fact of notorious prevalent torrents such as uTorrent and Pirate Bay are they're here to stay. Despite recurring lawsuits, it became quite obvious that the industry would continue to suffer financially. So, in other words, they were losing a lot of money by all these new files and companies having online. So, Pirate Bay and Torrent, where you download like books and ebooks, even though they had like a lot of lawsuits because they didn't want them to continue promoting their website, they're pretty much here to stay. As the years pass, they're here. So as the years has passed, the speed of the internet availability and internet access has increased considerably. Pioneer companies have embraced necessity and in variety and accessibility and irrelated and potential revenue. Quite frankly, popular streaming service such as Spotify and Pandora offers user multitude of options in regards to musical libraries and both free service and premium ad-free options. Okay, and the next one. Here, a significance of service generally stems to the fact that artists that would last earn and a long deserved income and deserve a reference in the royalties simply, but songwriters and musicians typically receive royalties on a quarterly basis through the particular performance right organization. Within the U.S., the two most popular performance right organizations are BMI and ASCAP. Okay? So while the amount may be so irrelevant and extremely small, the amount can actually trigger thousands of dollars depending on the number of plays particular artist and song gets throughout the quarterly period. With the introduction of services such as Pandora, Spotify artists and musicians can finally get their well-deserved royalties and the millions of plays they will receive from the fans globally who are not actually willing to give up and buy their music. For example, by the end of 2013, here's some group names and people, artists that you may know today. One Republic, Counting Stars, 57.7 million streams. That equals to 346,000 to 484,000. Here are artists, big artists we may know now. Eminem, the monster, 35.1 million streams. So he took a winning of $210,000 to 294. That's just streaming their music for the royalties. Here are unethical argument. On the contrary, however, the amount of money tally each song have been played actually insignificant, sparkled much debate in regards to unethical practice. For instance, popular streaming service such as Spotify only pays out artists fraction of a penny per play. That's the reason why they want all these fans and people to go out and buy their music in the stores instead of streaming online. Consequently, artists, especially independent ones, have relied on possible of their song receiving millions of plays in order for them to break even. For instance, musician Zoe Keaton recently stated although she had received in excess of 200,000 streams for her two albums on Spotify, she only paid out 4 cents per play, meaning that she was only paid $808. That is crazy. Then here we have the iTunes Match payouts and the Spotify payouts with extra royalties, which is roughly still under $1 per stream. This is illogical and unethical method of not paying musicians for the traffic that they have acquired for those that have sparked much controversy, as even a popular artist has complained. For instance, the popular rap mogul Jay-Z has a song on Spotify which received more than 168 million streams, however, was only awarded about $4,000 in royalty. Here, the unethical method of supply and demand, supply and demand in regards to the streaming service continues to cause an uproar of popular musicians such as Taylor Swift, opt and remove their entire catalog from service such as Spotify. Due to this prevalence and insignificant and unethical platform, royalty payments fell. Big name artists like Jay-Z have pulled their entire musical catalog. Well has founded their own streaming service named Tidal. This brand new service guarantees that the artist will receive the appropriate earning and royalty payment based on the popularity of their music. So pretty much they want their music to go back to them. So my question to you guys, are you buying your music in the stores, or are you going to continue streaming music online? See, we could go back here and you see, like, for instance, this is pretty much the roughly how much they're getting. So these artists are really complaining of the amount of money that they're getting less. They're getting less. So in other words, like for now, we have artists that they will actually sit in Brandsmart, Target, and do like an album signing thing because they want you guys to come there and get paid. Because these prices, as we see on the screen here, they don't want that. They don't want to make that. So even though it's easy and convenient for us to log on the computer to download their music, or actually even Spotify, we don't even have to pay or anything. We just listen to it automatically for free. So these are the prices, under a penny. So imagine that, under a penny, these artists are getting paid. For Jay-Z, he made 168 million streams, but he's only taking only a $4,000 whopping in royalty. That's sad. And so under everything, the most anyone gets paid is pretty much not enough. So even for the every time you go online and stream all these musics, and even giving them like points, stars, or Pandora when you like and all that, every time they keep playing it over and over, just as the radio station. We have the radio station, they play the music over and over again, and they get money. But they get their royalty money. But their royalty money is not enough compared to streaming than it is to actually physically go in there and buy the actual song. So as we see now, technology is definitely taking over and is growing throughout the world. But for the artists, they're losing money because technology is growing, is getting better, is being more efficient. So these artists right now are not getting their money that they deserve in royalties. So as we can see, we're maybe a little fans, but for the artist, it's not so much of a game. So again, so my question: when next time you listen to the next music, are you going to the store, or are you going to be streaming online? Again, my name is Branden Francois, and thank you. And this was the ethics of modern royalty and payments. Thank you.